Hi, morning. It's Sophie from Shut Eye here, and this is day 6 of my visibility challenge. And I have to admit, it's not actually day 6 today. That was yesterday, and I didn't manage to post yesterday because, quite frankly, I was at the beach with my family having a lovely time with some friends. So I'm posting today. So sorry it's one day late, but I'm not going to give up on the challenge. And it's just like sleep training where you shouldn't give up if you have a bad day or make a blip or things go wrong. You should keep going. So I'm going to keep going as well for the rest of the 30 days. So forgive me for being a day late. But today, I'm going to talk to you about a little girl called Emily, who was 26 months old, so just over 2, when her family hired me to help them with her sleep. And this post today is to talk to you about why it's never too late to help your child to sleep better. So, what was Emily's situation? She, in the words of her mum, had never been a good sleeper, and that's something that I hear all the time from the families that hire me, that they've always struggled with sleep. But they had persevered, obviously, for a long time, and then adapted different methods and different ways to get Emily to sleep. But where she was when they came to hire me and to get some help was that she had stopped napping, first of all, around, I think she was probably less than 2 years old. She'd stopped napping completely because bedtime was taking hours and hours, and tears and fights. And the only way that they could get Emily to sleep was to drop that nap so that she was exhausted by bedtime. She couldn't fall asleep by herself. Mum either had to sit by the side of her bed and hold her hand and wait till she fell asleep, but that was taking hours and hours and hours, and Mum was laying on the floor with her and losing her evening completely, so that wasn't working. So they'd got to the stage where they were giving Emily a bottle of milk, so she was still having a bottle of milk before bed. She was having that in Mum and Dad's room, falling asleep, passing out because she was so tired, and then they were taking her to her own bed, where she would stay for maybe a few hours, maybe most of the night, but never all of the night. So every single night, Emily would come up out of her bedroom and go into Mum and Dad's bed to sleep with them, which is what Mum and Dad didn't want anymore. They wanted her to fall asleep by herself, stay in her own bed all night, and to be happily, because Emily wasn't that happy, which is probably a real indication that the fact that she was a bit overtired. So, Mum was, I'd say, quite sceptical when she first hired me, but we put together a sleep plan that was really, really based on Emily's personality, because she was a very strong-willed little girl, quite advanced, and knew what she wanted. But also that took into Mum and Dad's parenting style as well. They didn't want her to be screaming for hours on end, but ultimately they wanted her to learn how to sleep independently. And so I put together a sleep plan for them. And I have to say again, Mum was quite sceptical of the method that I chose for them to help Emily to learn to sleep independently. She didn't believe me when I suggested that introducing naps for Emily was going to help at bedtime and help her sleep through the night. Mum was very sceptical about that. But yeah, we put together the sleep plan and lots of attention to Emily and getting her on board with the new sleep plan. And with a sleep plan, there's so many different parts and components that make up, a child's sleep. So it's the environment, the routine, how we're talking to our child, their naps, the daytime sleep, as well as the soothing routine. There's lots of, as I say, different parts of the puzzle that need to be put together to help our children get, perfect sleep. And one of the key things for Emily was about getting her on board and telling her what was expected of her, because, just at 26 months, she understood a lot and could communicate really, really well. So that was one of the key points that got success for this family, and they did get success. So after 2 weeks of working together, Emily was napping again every single day, napping in her bed, not in a pram or anything like that. She was napping. and she was sleeping through the night. She would wake up sometimes, but mum and dad knew how to immediately get her back into her bed, into sleep again, and she would do so with a really small amount of protest, which I know was the biggest shock for her mum, because mum was saying to me, she'll scream. We can try that, but she'll scream. And I was like, let's just give it a go. Let's give it a go and see what she can do. And Emily absolutely blew us out of the water with what she achieved. There was a few tears, absolutely, but you know, she was a strong-willed girl, and we do expect to have some tears and protests, especially from the children that are perfectly happy to be sleeping in mum and dad's bed. But as I say, after 2 weeks, she was napping again. She was going to bed without any tears. She was falling asleep, and she was sleeping from 7 till 7, so for 12 hours a night every night. And mum and dad were just completely blown away, as was I. I was, because mum was telling me that she was, not going to take it. I was thinking, okay, this might be a tricky one, but really, really fun for me to deal with. I love dealing with the older children. So just proof to show that you can do it. It's never too late to help your children sleep better, especially if they're sleeping in your bed, which gets really common as they get older and older. But just before I go, I want to read out the lovely testimonial that her mum sent through to me, just to give you her point of view about how she felt the sleep training went. So, after nearly 2.5 years of sleep deprivation, a friend suggested I contact Sophie. Within a matter of days, I could not believe the difference. No more feeding to sleep, creeping around in the dark, sleeping on the floor by my daughter's bed, or having to share our bed. No more screaming at bedtime or 5:30 a.m. starts and refusing to nap during the day. We have been through it all. There were so many issues to fix, and I thought a good outcome would be just solving 1 or 2 of the problems. Sophie worked closely with our family to understand my daughter's personality and our parenting style before putting together the sleep plan. 3 weeks on, and I still can't believe the change. Bedtime is actually nice rather than a dreaded experience. My daughter is in bed from 7:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. every night. She sleeps through the night, and if she does wake for a minute or two, she doesn't feel that she needs to scream about it. She's even started napping again. The experience has been a life changer for our family. For anyone currently in a sleep-deprived haze, I would highly recommend Sophie. Thank you, Sophie, for all of your help. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's case study and testimonial. If you are a parent that thought all was lost with sleep, I hope you can see that it's not, it's never, ever, ever too late to do something about it. I work with families with children all the way up to 6 years of age. So if that's you or someone that you know, get in touch with me for a chat to have a discuss about what I can do to help your family, or share this video and show them, your friends or your sleep deprived family, what is possible. Life can change. Okay, see you again probably today, because I need to do another post today to catch up. So thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.